This is bugging me. I'm gonna just take it off. Better. It's that one. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately. Have you? Have you been questioning yourself? Have you been questioning yourself? And wondering if you're good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it, because you really are. You want to take that step because it will make you happier in whatever aspect of life. Right? And what's stopping you? Other people's insecurities being projected onto your decision making. If this mosquito better not bite me if she don't want to die. If something is going to make you happy, if something is going to raise your vibrations, right? And you've been thinking about that thing, I said think for a reason, right? I feel like my words are everywhere because that's how you probably are right now, you know? Undecided, confused. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take the leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, right? Whatever your intuition has been telling you, it's for a reason. Follow it. Why? What happens when they follow that spirit? What happens if they take that leap of faith, right? And actually do something different, right? Than just sticking to what's comfortable. What will happen, spirit? Let us know. Oof. Okay. To release the pain, right? You got to take this leap of faith to release whatever pain your current situation has been causing you, right? And it is because of that pain that you've been sorry, I got some messages I had to it is because of that pain, right, that you're apprehensive about taking this next step. You may feel confused because you don't know what to expect, but let me tell you, even if things are a tad bit better than how they currently are, it's worth it for you to take whatever leap of faith. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your soul. You owe it to your higher self. You owe it to you not to stay in a situation just because you're afraid of how someone else is going to act, or afraid of, how are things going to be, right? Like I said before, even if things are a tad bit better than how they currently are to you, you know that to come up. Because you've reached your breaking point, right? You said, no more, I can't take this anymore, right? You have a limit. You keep seeing the same results. You know, that's the definition of insanity, right? They say when you keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome. So if you go into this karmic cycle with the same people, same drama, same conflict, you already know, but which is why you've reached your breaking point. And just know that whatever step you're going to take, right, if you take it, if you actually take that leap of faith that we were just talking about, it will be amazing. All right, you have to set boundaries with the people that are currently building bricks between you and your destiny, between you and what you actually want to accomplish in life. And let's get one of these. These cards are so big. But I like them. They're like a spiritual doctor. Oop. Okay, fine. To overcome, you first have to climb. Did I read it right? Yes, I did. I memorized it. Look at this amazing art. How he's like climbing, right? Walking, taking a leap of faith. That circle of light, that's the leap of faith. That's the beauty that we were just talking about. But in order to get here, you have to climb. You have to cut off friendships. You have to cut off relationships. You have to cut off things that are blocking you from walking into that light, from taking that leap of faith. Do you see how much light is coming from that hole? That is like the sun. But you have to walk, right? You have to walk into your future, into your destiny, into the person that you've always meant to walk through, you know? I feel like I've read the whole card without even reading this, but let's just read this. It says, to overcome, you first have to climb. Fear is heavy and has been pulling you down. So now is the time to lift your thoughts and lighten your mind by focusing on the good things you have experienced thus far and the bright prospects that are still to come. The guardian spirits want you to become lighter. And you can do this by overcoming the obstacles that are preventing you from achieving your goals. And those obstacles are people, places, and things that are blocking you, which is why they're called obstacles. By working on your fears, you can remove dark and fearful thoughts from your mind and light the path ahead of you. Right? Those dark and fearful thoughts are your shadow self, are your ego, right, preventing you, right? Because the ego also displays fear, right, and dark negative thoughts because it's trying to protect something that doesn't need to be protected, right? And we use that on certain situations, but on other situations, we have to be aware of that so we can walk into that light. Once you see clearly, you will realize that success is just around the corner. The light mind rises higher. The light mind rises higher and sees more because it has lost the fear which once caused it to be tied down. I cannot emphasize this enough. Once you're aware of that fear, right? Once you really sit with it, you're like, fear of what? Instead, write down all the amazing things that are coming, because you should have fear if you decide to stay on the same karmic cycle that has no ending. Right? You should be aware of that. Beautiful message, Spirit. Thank you. And thank you guys for listening. Oh, and remember that I now have 8 slots left for the personal readings. And yeah, if you're interested, I'm going to go ahead and leave my email on this video's description, and I'll message you guys my rates. Remember, I say don't expect for me to do tarot in these readings, because my readings are going to be motivational, right? They're going to be, questions you may have about decisions that you're having a hard time making, and I'll give you my intuitive perspective on it. Thank you guys so much.